Fabulous.
Swoosh, you're late.
No, of course not.
You're late. What time do you call this?
Just closing the door.
I sat down waiting.
Don't do me like that.
No, Joe. What's up, people?
Good, man. I think it's a good place to start by saying that we have upgraded the No Numbers podcast.
Upgraded.
We are
indeed.
now more numbers.
Yeah.
We are still called No Numbers, but we are more numbers in people. So introduce yourself. What's your name? Where'd you come from?
DJ Swoosh, representing East London, I guess.
DJ Shaxx, also from East London.
Okay, well there you go. So it's just me from outside of London. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But we've had a bit of time off. We've been resetting. We're bringing the visuals.
100%. Do you know what? We should probably reintroduce ourselves as well, because now we're
Yeah,
in,
fair
like,
enough.
visual. People can see us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
you go first.
we'll save the best to last, Kennedy. Jevanni, DJ from East London as well. Short and sweet.
So here I am to just mix up the pots. Kennedy, I also DJ, because I feel like everyone's saying that, so why not just fling it on as well. From Manchester.
Money, tier
Hey,
three,
it's like
money. Lockdown.
Tier 3, darling. It means let me not start.
What's the mood like out there?
Well, it's just like... Well, when I went, obviously, that news hadn't hit yet, so it was just... whatever, really, but it's just that thing of... We're all forcing a motive, innit? No matter where you go, we're all trying to find a motive that is not there. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I just feel like there's a lot of hype for events, and then you get there and it's not what you want it to be. It's not what you expect it to be. And it's just out of your control. So... Yeah, that's as much as I can comment on it, really, because I don't know anything else at the moment.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I think London's gonna follow. Like, do you think?
I feel like, obviously we do events as well, so I guess we have like a similar experience to you, where it's like it's not quite what it was before. Like the noise levels is down, you can't move around, you can't chat to people. It's like you just can't live, you can't do nothing really.
No.
Yeah. Although Shaxx one, the video looked live, man.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. You know, my birthday, it was lit, and yeah, I could actually say it was my favorite party of the year. No,
Oh my
I
God,
can't
come
even.
on.
The
during
only
COVID.
party
I
of
was
the
just
year
about to say,
as
it
well.
was the only
Party of the
one.
year. No, it was, even though everyone had to be in their bubbles, but everyone was like, fuck it. Like,
So what was the crap? Tell me the lowdown for this then.
The lowdown was, it was like inside, outside. It was at the Cause in Tottenham Hale.
Oh, and yeah.
Yeah.
That's been going off, hasn't it?
Yeah,
People, there's been serious events
Yeah.
going on there.
So yeah, and then I managed to have like a little party wave. It was lit. But
Nah, that
other
sounds
than
good.
that, it's the outside world. It ain't the same, man. It's not the same. They come
not.
and turn on your music, and then people in the crowd are like, "Turn the music up." I'm like, bro, there's a cap. Yeah. There's this sound cap that they put on. It's jarring.
Yeah.
Trust me, man.
And you know what's mad is the actual sound cap, the 85 decibel, is it is 89 just bringing the facts to the podcast.
The receipts.
85 decibel is actually like, I think they said it's just about the same or quieter than a lawnmower.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't know, it depends what lawnmower, but lawnmowers aren't loud.
No, they're
Wow.
not loud. They're just jarring.
No. Unless it's at like 7 a.m. on like a Monday morning.
Yeah,
And your neighbours
then
got
it's
then it's
loud.
loud. But otherwise,
Yeah.
like even
Yeah.
the brunch that I did like last week, or the week before last, like it was the same. Like everyone was like dancing, and then security were like sit down, and then everyone's then I'm getting like the manager telling me to control the crowd. I'm like, I don't have the SIA badge.
Yeah.
Like it's your job. Like do
Yeah.
your job kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then these group of guys, like they were smart. Like they weren't smart, but they had an idea basically. They were like, okay, we've got to keep our butts to the chair. So they started walking around with the chair on their butt. And then they're going up to girls, like trying to have a little wine and everything. Like, yeah.
That's actually funny to
Loopholes.
be fair. But yeah, it's just one of them, you know, what can we do? Like the brunch that I was at, the you know, it was Sty who put it on, he did everything right. Couldn't fault him. But it just, you know, you can't play Heady One at 85 decibel, mate. Like, if you're going to play no better, you better play it loud.
Turn around a bit more.
I can't it's just a myth at the minute. So I do have days where I feel a bit like, is this just the future now? Because if it is, I'm wounded.
Is it gonna get better? What
don't know.
are
I
your
don't
thoughts?
know,
Do you
like-
think it's gonna get better? 'Cause, ooh.
What do you think?
So someone did like put a tweet out sometime this week. Basically, what do you think the future of DJing is, sort of thing. So I just didn't want to be the devil's advocate, but I was like, yeah, 5 years, I'll see you guys there, sort of thing. There's like 20, we're basically 21. It's like this thing is gonna just continue, and like clubs was already closing in the first place. These clubs are gonna close even after, so it's like we're gonna not even have the same spaces we had before, sort of thing.
Yeah,
so,
that's true. How can we go back to clubbing if the clubs aren't there?
Ace Hotel is closed.
Yeah,
No more
Ace
Mirage.
Hotel's gone.
Oh, that one sent me under.
The curtain's gone.
Curtain's
Curtain's
gone.
Yeah, but like they're they're gone. But what's gonna happen is gonna be like new management or whatever.
Yeah.
But
so,
yeah, they're closed at the moment.
Sad, man. I saw a thing today as well. There's a really well-known spot in Manchester called the Mint Lounge. It's Mint. It's Wellman, and it's basically just been around. I've been going there since I was like 17, and it's all the cool events are on there. And a thing went round today saying that it's going to close down.
Wow.
Yeah, it's on the brink. So
yeah.
I don't know.
There's other venues that are closed as well, right?
No, there's loads of venues closing or gonna close eventually, you know, because even when the thing's back open, like if they're not getting the cash flow as quickly as they need it, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah, a restaurant in Manchester actually, Don Giovanni's, has offered to.
When did I offer to do anything?
Put on. I said Don Giovanni.
Yeah, I'm the Don.
I'm the Don.
Basically, they've offered to put on, let certain clubs do events there to make money whilst they're closed. So, like, obviously, because they sell food, and whatever. So, I think that's really, really good.
Smart.
And I think if more places did that, it might help some of the other businesses stay on.
Yeah,
on,
like do more collabs, collaboration stuff.
All about innovation, man.
That's it.
I see Shaxx innovating with your little
trying. You know what it's been like? I feel like as a DJ, this moment has kind of made me think, okay, what else is there to do? Because the clubs ain't opening. There's only so many live streams I can do. And Insta lives and shit. I'm tired. I'm tired.
I hear you.
And I get bored really easily. So I was like, all right, boom. I've always wanted to work in the music industry. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start this label. Now's the time. I might as well use this time wisely and start creating stuff. And it's kind of been a blessing in disguise, but still it is hard because I know DJs that DJ for a career. Like, this is their sole form of income, and it is tough. Like, it's hard.
It is, 100%. You see people where, like, they're worried about if the mortgage is going to go through, are they going to lose the house, are they going to lose this? Like, there's people that haven't worked in 20 years going and getting jobs, and it's like...
Yeah.
It's mad.
It's mad.
Yeah, like, it's just crazy, man. Like, and then what's his name telling people to retrain and all of that, and... retrain.
Why are you the same person? So fucking funny.
Like, if you could retrain, what would you retrain as?
Well, I actually filled out the thing online just to see what it said.
Stop. What? There's
there's a thing online?
Wait, stop.
You don't know that? Oh my god, guys.
What?
Where have you been?
Update us.
You know about this, no?
Yeah, I saw people filling it in.
Right.
For what?
So there's a
What's
thing
this?
online on the
tells you
government
your
website,
future.
and you answer some questions, and it recommends what your alternate career could be. It's not a joke. Apparently, they've spent 280 million on career advisors.
Really?
Yeah.
What did they say that you're...
Could they not have given that to us? No.
Yeah.
So mine was actually kind of accurate. The first one was emergency services, which I don't think I'd handle well, considering I told you that I nearly fainted looking at the stitches in my arm this morning. So probably not that. But the next one was animal care, and I'm down for that.
Yeah.
That would suit me to a T. So, you know,
But
hit me
you're
up if you
still
want your dog
dealing with
walking.
wounds, though. Animal care, right?
I think that's more veterinary, but like...
What's animal care? Like dog grooming and stuff?
Yeah, like just...
Clipping their nails and
Isn't
Farms and
that like dog minding?
Baths and that.
Right, because that's like dog minding then, basically.
Yeah, like I guess there's more to animal care than like being a vet. Yeah?
True.
Oh,
Yeah.
True.
So, yeah, I mean, so I thought that was quite accurate, but I had my boss at work, he's like, in his like late 40s, like smokes, drinks, whatever, and it said to him that he should be a boxer, so...
It did that to quite a few people, actually.
Yeah,
Did you do it as well?
Nah, I haven't filled it in because obviously I saw people playing like, right, you're a big DJ, producer, and it's like, go be a boxer or do farming.
A boxer?
Oh, wow.
You know, bare people was like, yeah, AJ. Getting gas. So yeah, it's so fucking random. You should actually just fill it out for fun.
For bands.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill out for bands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it,
man.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
What would you like do if you could retrain?
If I could retrain, I think I would be Batman. Just because if I could be anything. Because why are they telling us to retrain? To do what?
I know.
What?
I know.
It doesn't make any sense.
Because when you were growing up, it was like all these money going into the Arts Council and, you know, be creative and do this. And then now it's the complete opposite. But I just don't know. Like, if I was in charge of trying to make decisions in a pandemic that no one knows anything about, would I have always made the right decisions? Probably not. However, there are definitely things that could have been done better, but it's just... My thing is, if they're saying there's pressure on the NHS and there's this and that, and this is for the reason for all the rules, it's more important for me that people get to, like, their cancer appointments and appointments when they've got a life-threatening illness, as opposed to me going out on a night out. It's irrelevant, do you know what I mean? So if people get to live... If we just have to stay in, then that's so be it.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
It's just one of them. Like, it's shit, but what can you do?
Yeah.
I'm trying to move to Dubai, man. Right.
Is it?
Yeah, just.
Oh, what's it saying over there? Is it all right then?
Yeah, like it's just like in London in England, it's 10 p.m. everything shuts. In Dubai, everything's open till 3 a.m.
Right.
And like the clubs. Like they have DJs and stuff until like 1, and then the DJ's not allowed to DJ anymore, but they can play their mix.
Okay.
So like you have a DJ like with his laptop in the DJ booth, and his mix was playing, and he just stood outside it watching his laptop.
But you still get paid?
Yeah, he's still getting paid. Like
for a mix. Let me send one.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like and like the pool parties and like the beach clubs, like it's almost as if COVID doesn't exist, kind of thing.
Get me there.
But more than anything, like as a creative, I feel like where a lot of the stuff is remote that creative people do. Like now's the chance to kind of why wake up to rain and stuff when you can wake up to like 35 degrees.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm fully on board with you and I fully agree. And I went through a phase where I actually handed my notice in to my landlord.
I remember this actually.
I remember I was like going under like, no, I need to get out of this house. I handed my notice in, like doing the most as always. Looked into like moving to Barcelona, like looked at Airbnbs to rent for a month that were like similar price to like renting a room in London, like for the whole place. And I was just like fuck it, I'm doing it. And then Barcelona went back into lockdown. And yeah, it's just kind of, I just feel like everything is so temperamental now that I don't even know what to do.
Plans,
But absolutely agree with you. It's shown a lot of people that they can do their job anywhere.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, when I moved to Dubai, like you don't have to come out.
That's
Come
it.
visit a bro.
I want a room. I want a room. I'm there. You don't get taxed neither.
No tax. Like, and depending on what career it is, like they might even sort out your accommodation and stuff. Like
yeah, a lot of them do. Yeah, a lot of jobs out there. I can see you doing really well there.
Yeah, like
living it up in Dubai.
Yeah, man, just gonna top up my like if I take off my watch, like you'll see the time. It's mad. Like there's a little bit of a tan.
Is that an Apple Watch?
Yeah.
So have you heard all this stuff about these at the minute?
What?
Right. So have you got one? Has
No.
anyone else got one? Right. Now, bear with me because I'm not trying to be one of them conspiracy theorists.
Oh no, I'm all for it.
Right?
Bring it here.
Bring it. So basically, apparently there's this thing now from people wearing it so much because you know if you have your phone on you all the time, they say don't sleep with it next to you, don't do this, don't do that. Obviously, it's attached to your skin all the time, and it's got the same technology as your phone.
Yeah.
Now, there's been a lot of people having problems and stuff. Yeah. He's taking
it off.
With wearing it, and actually, someone that I know in Manchester when I went back at the weekend was saying to me that they've stopped wearing it because they were getting like tingling sensation in the wrist, like underneath the watch.
Yeah, no, my wrist has been fine, to be fair.
Yeah, but apparently it's not good for you anyway. How random is that?
I wear it once a month, to be fair.
Is it?
He said once a month.
It's like it's in my jacket. It's not something I actively wear.
Yeah.
The main reason why I got mine was like for the fitness stuff.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, like when
Oh,
I'm
has it got
running
good
and
fit stuff
tracks
on
your
it?
calories
Yeah.
and whatnot
Yeah.
and stuff like.
Well, technology is going to be next, you know. I'm talking about conspiracies.
Go on.
They are going to be next. When you think about it, I had this conversation with my friend the other day. First it was the dinosaurs, okay, depending on your beliefs and what you believe, right? The dinosaurs. Then it was the monkeys. And then there was the humans. Who's next? Go. It's
What, as in-
electronics. We're going to be done.
Oh my god.
It's going to be all the
Well, you're going to be all
Yes.
like robots and AI and all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you believe in that?
my
Like, do you not
God.
think... Because, come on, the human species has to come to an end at some point.
But how
Look at
far
the-
away do you think that is?
If you look at the charts...
No, I agree. But how far do you think that is?
It's not going to be in our generation. We're going to see a big change happen in our generation, though, I think.
Yeah.
Do you think that like we'll see? Because if you think about it, like from when we were kids, like to the technology we got now as adults,
mad.
like it's mad. Do you think that that big of a shift? Like, say for example, like we look at like mobile phones, and like when they first came out, it was like a big brick or whatever, and now you compare them to smartphones with cameras and sat nav and all that on there.
Yeah.
Do you feel that there's much more a phone can
So
develop?
much more.
They do. They
You know
will
what it
be.
is? The human race, we won't stop until
No, we won't. So everything's done.
Exactly, until we've
I know
got
I'm
the
waiting.
best.
I'm waiting for the hologram.
Yeah.
What you can type in
Yeah.
thin air.
Soon.
Yeah, soon.
Yeah.
But have you seen all what's going on with the... What is it that they're digging up this certain metal... Not metal. A certain mineral, okay, that you need for electronics, iPhones,
Yeah,
all
in
this stuff.
Congo,
In
innit?
Congo.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. 'Cause I've seen it, but I've not gone into depth.
How
of
old do you
reading
know
it.
about this? I ain't heard of this.
You know
Yeah,
heard about
it's
it?
mad.
What do you mean you ain't heard about this?
What?
No.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Where you
like-
been?
He's
Tell
in
me.
Dubai. He's living
Yeah.
his life in Dubai. That's what.
Where you been? Anyway, just to update you, there's like loads of different issues in different African countries right now. So obviously in Congo you've got Tesla.
Oh, in Congo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said that the name of the mineral was
No.
in Congo.
No.
As in, in Congo, as in. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I'm with you.
It's the accent.
Yeah.
Oh, give on.
I was like, I ain't heard of this mineral in Congo.
I can't remember
yeah.
the name of the mineral, but go on.
So yeah,
continue.
there's videos of like little kids
Yeah.
like mining
Oh, yeah,
for
no,
the
yeah,
mineral.
yeah.
And then
Yeah,
obviously these minerals end up in products by Apple, Tesla, all your usual sort of thing. And it's like, actually, this is not okay sort of thing. So
Yeah.
there's a whole like raising awareness
Yeah.
of what's going on there. And then this is happening at the same time. You're having issues in Nigeria. and then
Yeah.
loads of African countries. So it's like, hold on,
Let's
what's
pause
that-
and
yeah, what's that
reevaluate
playing,
everything.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know, like, when it stops. Like you said, like, are humans ever going to stop? Like,
We won't.
Too greedy.
it's
greedy.
greed. It is. It's greed. If I was making a product and I knew that not even just kids, anyone had to mine and put the health and the lives at risk for my product, am I going to make that product? No.
No, morally.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
But it's greed. It is. It's greed.
Yeah. But I guess that the kids that are like mining and stuff, like they're not necessarily, you know, I don't think the parents are thinking, this is, you know what I mean? I think they're probably being forced to do it. You
Of
know?
course.
Oh yeah, no. I'm
Yeah.
saying as a brand, as
Yeah.
Apple or Tesla or
Yeah.
one of these.
You wouldn't want
You
to
just
support
wouldn't
it.
do that. Like you would think, all right, if that's the only way for me to get this,
Leave
Yeah.
it.
then leave it and let's look at another alternative.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just find it. I didn't listen. You know what though? You could be here until you die questioning people's morals, and
This
you'll
is
never
it,
work it out.
like we
Exactly.
could all have like a certain moral like understanding of
Yeah.
what we think is right or wrong, but then like there's some people in this world that don't care. Like
No, they don't.
You know, on a
No,
yeah, man.
Evil.
unfortunately, a lot of the people at the top in power. So
Evil.
yeah,
But
not
yes.
the best.
Musica.
Musica.
You know Heady One's Heady One's album? Of course you know Heady One's album.
You know
I
Eddie? You
haven't
know
heard
that
it
guy,
yet.
Eddie One?
I haven't heard it yet, you know.
you not?
I'm terrible. I am one of these DJs that listen to these albums after the hype.
I don't
and
think that's bad.
even watching films and anything.
I don't
like,
think that's bad.
I think that's
No.
a good
Okay.
thing, man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I
Because-
like wait until it simmers down, then I'm like,
Right?
okay, now I'll do
because
it.
then you can make your own opinion on it. Sometimes when you hear all these different judgments and whatever, you've already got a perception of it in your head.
Yeah.
And I did
Yeah.
the same. I didn't listen to it like immediately, but I gave it like a week and then I listened to it. You know.
Yeah.
And also, if you're one of these people that listens to everything new that comes out, you're gonna crash eventually.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't take it everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
like-
mad.
Think how many projects you've just dashed to the side. Like that Nines project, yeah. I rinsed for about 2 weeks. I've never listened to it again since. Why? It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's
It's one of my
amazing.
favorite. It's probably my favorite project of the year.
But do you know?
But I've just dashed it.
Yeah. Do you know what's mad though? Like I realized like because when we were younger, yeah, like we'd listen to a song and we'd watch like the video on MTV Base or whatever, and like you know all the words to the song, you know the outro like Nelly, love you, Kelly, or, like you know the outro. Whereas now it's like I hear a song and I don't even know the second verse, like because the way that music's consumed is like 1 minute and then
really
switches.
changed,
Yeah, like
Yeah. Also, when you listen to like, you go back and listen to like a 90s project or a 2000s project, like an Usher, for example, and you know all the ad libs, you know the intro, the outro, you know the skits, you know everything on that project, but people don't really do it anymore. Like you don't really get that from a project anymore. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Like
I
you
hear
don't get a bridge, you don't get the little breakdowns, you don't get the fucking dance routine.
In the
Like
middle
you
of the
just,
video,
you just don't get it. Like it, a lot of the time, it's just dashed together.
Did anyone take in the new D Block album by any chance?
It's got bare songs on it.
got
Don't
bare-
ask
you
me
know what?
about
I haven't had a
the
chance to see it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's like 25 songs or something.
29.
Yeah, 29. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, any more than 13 isn't that? That's too much for me.
Right.
I just
Why
think
have they done that?
because
They-
it's Bando Baby 29.
They had
probably.
to clear
Well,
out.
apparently-
Someone had to clear out their hard
Their
drive.
streaming numbers came out
Yeah, like I heard that,
massively
like,
sick.
mad.
Yeah.
Is it?
Like 1 in every 100 songs listened to or something was their song.
Sick.
They
Okay.
so Heady got to number 1 with the album, and they got to number 2.
Two, yeah.
Oh, they got to number
I
2
saw
then.
They were
that.
number
Yeah,
2, and that to me, without a label and without promo, is fucking
Yeah.
wild. Like Heady had promo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Heady's a superstar really in the UK, and starting to be more so worldwide. But for D Block to do that as independent artists, and they're doing the O2 next year.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
big.
D Block.
I don't even know. Like I don't even know.
No, you gotta give it to them.
Who are your fan base? Like
You
because
know what? I'd love to like go to
'Cause
their
how
show
is there
just to
so
see
many
who their
of them?
fans are. Like.
Yeah, someone told Dina went to the concert at, was it Ali Pali?
Ali Pali,
Yeah.
She said she's never seen such a diverse crowd. Like
Yeah.
she was like, there was the Shoreditch Cool Gang, there was the Bear Bitches,
Yeah.
there was the Hood
Kids, I
guys,
reckon.
there was everyone, like like even people you
The
think
weed
doesn't
smokers
even
and then- yeah.
stoners, people
Yeah.
that look like they don't even
True.
listen to that
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
Everyone. She
Fuck,
said
well,
they had
there you
everyone.
go.
Wow.
Everyone's
Done.
a fan, so
Yeah.
that's why they're up. That's why
Good
they're
on
doing
them,
so
man.
well.
Like, good
Yeah,
on
they
them.
did
But I
good.
think that's good though. Like the top 2, you know, like number 1 and 2 are like UK. Like I'd say from the culture. Like, do you know what I mean? And it just shows you like where we're at the moment with
Exactly,
music
and it's possible.
And
Yeah.
anything's possible. Do you know what I mean? So, boy, I wonder who's next.
Who's next?
Who's next, man? Yeah, who is next? Who do you think is next?
D-double-E's out midnight.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like really- yeah.
What is a full project?
Yeah, I actually listened to the album actually.
Oh,
it good?
oh, you got a sneak peek. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, little preview, little-
Go on.
Yeah. My own personal opinion, it's a sick project, man. Like the track on there with Skepta, I didn't really expect that. The Miss Banks track that just dropped today, that was also like wavy. Like I feel like the Shabba Ranks reference and all that is proper cool.
Sick.
The track that actually pulled up when I heard it, I was like so shocked. It was the one with Scraps. So like,
Oh,
swear.
yes.
Hey,
Okay, I'm
nah,
actually going to listen
Is
to
that
this.
the one that's got?
DWE.
Is that the one with the same beat as the Gigs and Suspect tune? You know that Batman tune?
yeah.
Is it the same beat or is it similar?
You know what's different about this album? Double produced most of the beats himself.
Right,
And
okay,
the-
Oh,
fine.
sick.
So when we were speaking and stuff, it was like, yeah, most people don't know he produces and stuff, but obviously this is a project where he's letting his production out.
Yeah, I
Nice.
like
For
that.
the first
He
time.
DJs as well.
Is it?
Yeah, he DJs as well.
What the frick?
He's a freak.
Is it?
Multi-talented.
Like,
Yeah.
when we're like going through the album and stuff, he was like, the version of Grime I've got in my head, it's not in yours.
It's not in yours.
Yeah.
What's the version of Glam in his head? Do you think?
Like he's just futuristic. Like you can tell. Like you can tell
Yeah.
when you're with a genius. 'Cause
Yeah.
the person can see things and no one else in the room can.
yeah.
And that's it. And I do think sometimes, like, because if anyone says to me, who's your favorite like rapper in the UK, who's the greatest of all time, I will always say Chip, right? Although musically and statistically, that doesn't reflect that, right? Because he hasn't got the hits, right? He hasn't got Stormzy's hits. He hasn't got whoever's D-Block's hits, whatever. But he will still always be my favourite. And I think that goes back to the thing with DEE. Although he's not necessarily a star,
he's a legend, though.
Right?
He's
when someone's just got a certain source, they don't even have to be a star. Like Travis Scott, for example, you don't take in his music and think it's lyrically amazing, but he goes in that studio and hears something and rides that different to how anyone else ever would. And it's just, some people are just different.
I hear that. Like for me, when I was growing up, and obviously I used to like love my grime music and UK, all of that. For me, Kano was my one. Like,
man.
Just like I don't know, it was just something about him from like Nasty all the way through to solo stuff. Like, but I hear what you're saying on the Chip thing. You know, like he's just got lyrics like for days or whatever,
and it's calm. You know, when you hear like it's like he don't think. He's not even thinking. You know, if you see like Jennifer Hudson or someone like that sing, they don't even look like they're even trying. Effortless. It's just. He's just the most calm and collected rapper I've ever seen.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
I'm boiling.
Oh, the beef. I'm like, what?
What? This Chip and Stormzy thing. First, hands up if anyone understands it, because I need a breakdown.
I kind of do.
Yeah?
Good.
Okay.
Do you guys? No, someone else can.
No.
Can someone explain what's happening?
As far as I'm aware, this is what I've made of it.
Yeah.
Is that when Chip did the Ways tune with Skepta and Young Ads, Stormzy thought that Chip's verse was about him.
Oh, yes, I heard about that. Yeah. But it wasn't.
Well, who knows?
Okay. What did he say again? Was it like...
You'd have to pull it up because I can't even...
Yeah, I don't know the lyrics.
Something about sales and pop star or something like along them lines. Football. Come on, lad. Fucking hell.
Let's have it.
But yeah, basically, I think... That was never dropped, and then obviously when Stormzy's pulled up at Chip's house, they've took that video, but apparently that was immediately after the Ways tune, but he's been sat on it and not put that out until he's... Basically, Chip's got a mixtape coming out in it. He's sat on the video knowing it's going to cause a stir.
Yeah, of course.
He's released a tune with it.
I knew it.
And then
something to do,
right.
Yeah.
So
Literally.
that's what I've gathered. That's my take on it.
Because Stormzy hasn't responded. And I saw a meme, I screamed. It said, has anyone actually deeped the rudeness of Stormzy leaving Chip on red?
Yeah,
He's left him on red, basically.
So what I thought initially,
he's just ignored it.
I initially thought that the reason why Stormzy was being quiet was because obviously that was the week that Heady won his album, and like there was a chance that could get to number one. And if Stormzy was to come out and to put something out, it might dilute. Yeah, and then so I was like, okay, like now Heady's got his number one. Like Stormzy will come and you know respond, but
it's dead, man.
Yeah, like
it's too late now.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like I think it's a shame because like let's go around the room.
He's got released tonight though.
What, Stormzy?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
He's just sat in the corner. So
all the receipts over there.
We need to put this video up online now.
It's not the Chip disc though. It's the video to Rainfall or something like that. You know, you got a tune called Rainfall. Yeah. So that's coming out. I think it's gonna be sick because it looks like it's computerized. CG,
sick.
So like,
fine.
right now. Oh yeah, I think it was like through some game or something, innit? Kind of like what Travis did. But right now, what do you think is going through Stormzy's head?
What is that game called?
The game he's in is called Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Travis Scott was in Fortnite.
Fortnite, that's it. I'm like Astro World though.
But what do you think? What do you think's going through Stormzy's head right now? Do you think he's thinking,
he's not thinking about it?
No, that's what I'm thinking. Do you think he's thinking, this is little stuff for me, like a playground, or do you think he's like, actually, no, I don't want to write bars to this because this is something that I might not actually be able to beat.
Hold
like
up.
Wiley, or whatever. Like Chip, like I'm not sure if I want it. Or what? Like, what do you think he's thinking?
Chip is lyrically cheeky, innit? Or just rip him to shreds, really.
Because it's mad. Even in the video, he had like backup dancers and you know what I'm saying, like, and
I think there's a few things. I think one of the options, one of the things is he has got a mixtape coming out, and at the end of the day, despite the fact that I think Chip is lyrically better than Stormzy reacting would still promote Chip's thing, right? So Stormzy's probably partly thinking, fuck that, I'm not gonna give your thing promotion like off the back of me. No. I think secondly, he probably knows no one can come for Chip. And thirdly, can I be arsed? I've just had the whole thing with Wiley and it's kind of damaging my reputation. Also, I did run up on his yard with about 5 man, so I can't exactly now play the victim. I'm in the wrong. I've initiated this whole thing. So it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I think like from time like he went direct to the guy's yard, like it should have never ever become a track thing.
You're a pop star,
like,
mate. Come on now.
Yeah, like
no,
but Chip should have gone back to his yard.
Do you reckon?
Because Chip was apparently Chip was in the yard, wasn't he? And somebody was like, tell him to holler at me. Like he shouted it through the window, like tell him to holler at me.
Right.
So
I mean,
but you know, I guess
I just think Stormzy. Listen, no one here thinks that you're like a pushover, that you can't handle yourself, but you do just need to be a bit more careful. You're a pop star.
Yeah.
Don't be getting involved in all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So who do you all think is the king of grime then? As you've called Stormzy a pop star, so that means you.
I think he can still do grime. But I think he's a pop star. I'll be honest, you know when H done that interview and he was like, no one really cares about grime like that no more. They don't. No one cares, mate.
Yeah.
Like, we love Chip. We love hearing him just bar. We don't even care if it's a send. We just love Chip, innit? But in terms of grime, like we said, Heady One, drill artist. D-Block Europe, like trap, they're in their own wave. I don't even know what to call them.
I think. Do you know what it is with that statement of no one? I think it's just. It just the way it came out, it was just sounding disrespectful.
Yeah, it did sound disrespectful,
You know what
but
I'm
I definitely knew what he was saying. Our generation, we might care about it because that's what we grew up on.
Yeah.
But definitely the younger generation, drill's their thing, not
Yeah,
grime.
they don't know grime. They wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't know.
And the irony is that it's the exact same tempo. Drill is grime.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
There'll be another German whip soon.
Yeah.
I did a little Channel U throwback session actually. Did on a little YouTube.
Yeah, it's coming back, innit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, isn't it? But
Yeah.
Back.
What's going to be on there?
I don't know, but I think there's like a bit of controversy around it as well. Like apparently, like I think what's her name? What's
Lady Fury.
Lady Fury. Obviously, she's like acquired the rights or whatever to it, and I think the people that had it before are like. I don't know, they're a bit bitter. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to like misquote and stuff.
Okay.
Like, did you hear about that? Like, there was a bit of like drama and stuff. But yeah, like it'd be interesting. The thing is, I feel like the way people consume music now is a bit different. Like, like I don't sit at home in front of a TV and watch. You know, so I feel like
Everyone's
for
busy
Channel
now.
U to work, it might need to adopt a similar approach to like GRM and.
Yeah, I think it will. It will. I don't think it's gonna be completely how Channel U was. What I do hope they do is a throwback section where they bring back old school, like, you know, even nighttime, little 10 to 12.
Yeah.
Just for us, the older lot.
What would be good as well, like, is if, like, I know, like, when artists upload stuff to GRM or to Link Up or whatever, obviously, I know that these platforms have overheads and staff to pay and costs and stuff.
Oh,
but these
I know what you're gonna say.
these artists don't really get that money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would be good
For the views, you mean?
Yeah, for the views. Yeah, like, so it would be good if like an independent artist uploads onto Channel U and they get, even if it's a percentage of say that video blows up and they get 10 million. I get it though. Like GRM, they've provided a platform to get the views and stuff, and I understand that there's costs. Like I said, so I'm not trying to shake GRM.
But that would be someone else's USP if they were to say, all right, we can still give you an audience, but we're also going to give you
more.
a bit of money that we've monetized from your video.
No, I mean, I see that as fair, innit?
Yeah,
I think someone did say we do need like a platform that allows us to upload our videos, but you don't have to charge to upload your thing, because if you're paying $3.50, you're automatically putting up a barrier that allows so many artists that they can no longer be on the platform, and we need like just equal opportunities for everyone, and that's the problem with how things are now. It's so difficult to get in the game, and like I think recently people have been talking about Caleb Dennis bumping people for like 2K, 3K here for videos and stuff. So you think all over the game, like as artists, you got to cash out money and stuff, and it's like
100%.
Actually,
it's expensive to be an artist.
Yeah,
it is expensive to be an artist.
Spotify's only giving you so much for
play.
That's
what I'm saying. Like,
doesn't it take something on YouTube like 600? No, it's so many views.
It's mad,
before you get literally
even
like
a pound
50p
or something.
I think it's like 600 views gets you 50p. It might even be more. I can't even remember the actual numbers, but it's something crazy like that. And I think you're right. I think it needs to be okay if we upload for free. then you can keep the money for the views. Or if I'm not that big of an artist with that much of a following, what if I just pay a reduced rate? Like, there needs to be something fair for sure. I agree.
Yeah. Because like it's expensive, man. Like music videos.
Well,
like,
you know now because you've been doing it for the production stuff.
Like music videos, like PR campaigns or whatever, marketing, all
distribution,
of that. Distribution,
press releases.
It's just
radio
it's a lot.
Right?
It's
like
a
it just
lot.
adds up, man. And
doing it all by yourself is so
It's
draining.
hard.
Like it's just so repetitive and it's a lot to take on. It definitely is a lot to take on.
I do feel though, like artists in general, like are becoming a bit more like conscious to the whole idea of doing things independently.
Yeah.
Like, because as much as, you know, the startup costs are slightly higher when you're doing it independently, it's like in the long run, you know, you own that pie. Do you know what I mean? And so like, I know like with certain stuff, like even when I did this stuff with Sony before, like however much money that track makes or whatever, like I'm probably not going to see as much as I will compared to the stuff I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Because it's independent. Do you know what I mean? So definitely think independent is the way forward. That's the thing I'm trying to weigh up at the moment is whether to, like this video that we're shooting, whether to upload it on something like GRM.
Nah, not your thing.
Yeah. Not, but GRM isn't just got like, it's not just got
Yeah, but
like,
Not the
like,
platform.
there's like even like Owner, for example, that's on GRM, for example. There's certain videos that are on GRM, but I kind of want to upload it on my own channel.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I think the money that you would pay to upload to GRM, put into your own promo. If you spent $350 or $300 whatever on promo, on ads, on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, it's just going to drive traction to your own channel. And I just think, I definitely don't dismiss the fact that as a new artist or whatever, or someone that, you know, is very similar to other things that are on GRM, that it initially opens you to more people. I don't disagree with that, but I do think a lot of these channels now are oversaturated,
I think so as well.
and not a lot of it anymore is that good.
Yeah.
So how do you then stand out
Distinguish.
with 25 other videos that have been uploaded in the
And
same
this
hour?
is the thing as well, because like if you go onto something like GRM, and you scroll, like go on today and see the videos that I uploaded
so
last week,
many.
and then some of them have only got like 1,000 views. Like, and it's like, imagine that artist is paid. Like I said, I don't want this to turn into the Slate GRM.
No,
or
it's
whatever.
not. We just,
You know what I mean?
it's not even just GRM. It's GRM.
No,
it's
it's
link up.
everything.
It's everything.
It's
It's
everything.
not.
It's the
It's definitely
industry.
not a specific platform. It's just the format.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
I definitely think we're in the age now where artists need to be building their own channels.
100%.
So, like, the sooner you start doing that, the better it is for
And
you.
if you can say to yourself, all right, I was going to pay $350 to upload on a channel, but I'm now going to put that into my own promo and ads. Mate, you might get 20k views,
Yeah.
and 20k you might think, oh, it's not, but it's 20k on your channel,
on your channel,
and
right.
it will just keep.
Keep going.
Keep going, and it's just build that organic following, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, 100%.
Rather than getting lost in a sea of videos.
In a sea of videos with people that are all quite similar style of music, like similar videos, and I just don't know how you're meant to stand out. And what the reason I say it with you is not because I know like some of the platforms are a bit more widespread with genres and what now, but your thing is just not that. If you were to say, oh, Majestic, or, you know, I'd be like, all right, cool,
but you say that, like, but like there are like the thing is with GRM, like, and because I've been looking at all the different platforms as well, and there are a lot of like, because the stuff that I'm doing is at the moment is very Afro inspired,
Yeah, it
and
is.
there are like a lot of like Afro inspired tracks on GRM.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, the audience, GRM's typical audience,
Exactly. It's
isn't
not that.
Right, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. So,
And I think with your thing, even down to your visuals and the artwork and everything, it's a bit more, not selection, but it's a bit more mature and a bit more unique. Do you get me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
I was scrolling through Link Up and I seen a Brent Fayez video, I'd be like, rah, what the fuck?
yeah.
Why is that on here?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
get me?
No, I get
Even
that.
if there is 100 other videos that are R&B, I'd still be like, that's not for you, that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. And this is the debate that I'm having with my co-producer, because I want to do it independently. He wants to do it like, he wants to be like, boom, do it on GRM for the first one, etc. And I'm like, look, just believe in the source, just believe in what.
Believe in it, 100%.
Yeah.
I think what a lot of artists forget as well is that when you put your video on GRM, you might get like 20 or 30,000 views on your video, but that's not your fan base.
No.
No, it's not.
when it's on your channel, those are your fans.
Right.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Right.
You know?
And then if they subscribe, it's an organic.
Yeah, in that
Thing.
merch, that shows, that's everything.
Yeah.
Whereas on GRM, you're
They're just lost, yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
you got the views, but you haven't got a fan
You
base.
haven't got the fan base, and that's the whole point.
And
You're
that's
trying
the
to
thing.
build a core fan base. Yeah.
And even
that's
in
a
the
good
description,
point.
like on like your description, you can direct people to your socials, this, that, and the other.
Right.
On GRM, if you look at all the videos, a lot of them, it's just directing people to GRM's website or
Right.
to GRM's Instagram.
Right, exactly.
So like
So,
we're all like DJs, yeah, and we're all radio presenters and stuff on different radio stations and that. What do you lot think the future is of radio? Like obviously we've seen like no signal come through and stuff. Obviously you've got a show on there and that.
Yeah.
Like what do you think like the future is? Do you think that no single has disturbed the industry and like, because for example like obviously no signals, I mean clashing has been a thing for ages, right? But then obviously no signal did the NS 10v10 and then Capital Extra tried to do like a
Is it?
clash. Remember when, what did they do, like a DJ?
Yeah, they did like a DJ clash, sound clash.
Yeah. and like I wonder if like they would have done that if like no signal was not
didn't
popping
do it.
like that. And do you think that like
Basically,
radios?
did they copy them?
Yeah, well, yeah, basically.
I don't know, man. I feel like no
They were
signals
inspired.
sits apart from what was already out there because it's serving a community that wasn't being served in the first place.
Yeah.
For example, everyone's talking about the Nigeria thing, and people didn't have information. They didn't want to know. They wanted to know about it. No Signal put a show together, and Julie Adenuga presents it, and you find out about it. So it's proper, like really tailored to the people that are listening and supporting.
Yeah.
Whereas mainstream radio, the black voice or the black content culture kind of been lost over the years. The things we grew up on, like Choice FM and all the presenters that we celebrate, they've kind of been washed away as new and different platforms have emerged sort of thing. So it's like actually now people have, actually we've been missing this sort of thing, and it's like, okay, there is definitely a gap in the market, but I wouldn't say that they're sitting next to each other because there's no sponsorship, there's no nothing. It's all DIY.
They did it. Yeah, they did it all off their own back.
Some of these people have never done a radio show before, so it's just.
So it's, but then that's what they've done as well. They've given opportunities to these people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I think what you just said there was interesting about how, what was it you just said then? You were saying about putting things on when people want to hear it and whatnot. And it's like that thing of, like with the Choice FMs and all that, it also does then relate to the fact of how we consume music, like you just said. So, for example, we might have tuned into a certain station on a Sunday night or whatever for an R&B show because we trust that presenter. All right, we trust Trevor Nelson, let's say, and we trust that he's going to say this, and then we're going to hear this song first. Whereas now, we don't have to wait for Trevor Nelson to play it because we've already got the notification on our phone to say XXX has uploaded a video. Oh, fire, right, like you just said. Oh, it's in the inbox yet, right, well, I'll check that. We don't need to wait for someone else to tell us what to listen to. So no one even really cares what presenters have got to say anymore because it's like, fuck you, I've got Spotify.
It's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it all kind of, like, it all goes together and causes, like, an effect, and it's... I think with things like sorry to interrupt you. I think like with the stuff like No Signal and that, it all has its own pocket to sit in. But with the 10v10 and whatever, everything is just recycled ideas. Yeah. Everything is recycled. With Capital Extra, well, it's one extra, that's then Capital Extra. Then someone's going to do a breakfast show, and the breakfast show is going to be 7 till 10. So then everyone else does their breakfast show 7 till 10. Then someone decided the 5 till 7 p.m. show would be called Drive Time. So then everyone calls that. It's just all recycled. Everything is a copy of something, and someone ends up doing it better. And that's all it is.
Do you think people still listen to, like you said, the future? Are people still going to be listening to radios? Because like you just said, Spotify.
Yeah.
If I just want to listen to my music, I'll just go onto Spotify.
Yeah.
It's
And
an
then to
interesting
listen
one.
to a Spotify
It's
playlist.
interesting.
I think 100%, and I think Spotify also helps. Like you link everything together. I think as a DJ, I feel like I've even discovered more importance for myself because a lot of people that follow support me, they want a Spotify playlist from me.
They do, you know,
Yeah.
So it's like there is still a role to be played, but it's
Do you know what? I've had some inboxes as well asking for people to put playlists together for people for like their gym classes or their this and their that. And it is interesting that people do still value your opinion and your tastes.
Yeah.
But I think commercial radio won't die because there's a market for it.
Yeah.
Builders, people that are in
driving to work,
people
and
drive.
stuff.
Yeah, people that want to get up in the morning and drive to work and hear a voice, or people that leave the radio. Some people leave the radio on for the pets while they're at work. So it's not a joke. Like, there's a place for commercial radio. Do you get me?
And even in like gyms, like Kiss, for example,
they've got a contract
with like a load of gyms, and so
I swear.
And it's that thing of when you go into the dentist or a nail salon, they'll just go, we'll just put radio on because there's something for everyone, and no one can complain because no one wants to tempt fate and put a playlist on that someone don't like or swearing or it's just easier. It's very easy for people to just put it on.
Yeah, true.
Whereas, are they going to sit there and put your Foundation FM on, or There's No Signal, or I don't know. But commercial radio is not going anywhere.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
What do you think? Like, obviously, like you're on Deja and that, and
you know what? I haven't even been there for a while because of COVID. So you see, that's all messing things up.
Yeah.
I can't even like a couple of do PR for up and coming artists, and I've been trying to get interviews in. We managed to get them, but they've been having to be like telephone interviews and shit. No one's going into the studio. It's not the same.
No.
Like, you can't really get the content.
That delay.
The delay.
Sorry, what?
Because it's the same with me. Like, because I've had like PR pluggers hitting me up to do interviews and stuff. I'm like, I can interview you. It's gonna be on Zoom, and like I've got a proper mic at mine and stuff. But then
honestly,
they're just using their phone or whatever, so it's gonna sound like all like they're talking through a phone anyway, and it's like. Yeah, and you want the content, you want that picture.
The pictures.
Yeah.
But
if I see Zoom, I swear, one more time. I'm sick of Zoom. I'm sick of Zoom. I'm doing an interview with Blanco on Monday through Zoom.
Did you lot?
That's going to be like, he's going to be like, what's she saying? It's going to be even harder to understand me, like,
and you're just like, yeah. Because like you can't hear what they're saying, so you're just like, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think I said that.
So you have had that before, okay.
Did you lot latch on to the house party thing during lockdown?
Nah.
Was you like house party people?
I did for like a day, and then I heard that they're gonna hack me or something, so I deleted it.
This hacking thing. I couldn't do. I made an account, tried it a couple of times, but it was too invasive for me. I'll go into it and someone's wanting like in my face. I'm like, I'm not ready yet. This is not. It was too invasive.
It was like another level of what we already have now. It just unlocked all the doors. It's like if the door's open, anyone can just come in and just do as they please, sort of thing.
See, I didn't even download it. Like anything like that, I just can't be asked. I just think this is another thing to drain my battery. Like the TikTok, Snapchat, house party. I can't.
It's too much.
I can't do it. And also, I actually just don't have that much to say. Like, if I go on Instagram, I don't even have Twitter either or Facebook, because if I say something on Instagram, would I then have to say it on Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat? Because I don't have 4 different pieces of content to post in a day. Like, I don't. So I just don't know how. I can't do it.
Balance it all. Can't do it.
No, it's just like, oh God. And all these, and I swear down, like, I just feel like people on Twitter, it's just
I don't even have Twitter.
Chatting shit.
Like, I've got a Twitter account, and I tweeted the other day for the first time, like, in a while. Because basically, I mean, I'll go in there and I'll if someone tweets me, I'll retweet it or whatever. But I think, I don't know if
I might as well pick up. So basically, I tweeted, I said something. I think it'll be a great idea to retire from DJing, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up the next morning, and everything on my TL was to do with DJs retiring. So basically, someone did a tweet saying something. I don't know why DJs are Fats basically was like, I don't know why DJs are thinking of retiring. And because this is basically the first glitch that they've experienced, sort of thing, which is cool. But obviously that just all led to another thread and DJs flying in opinions left, right and centre. I think Stylus and Double tweeted something along the lines of what did they say? That positive messages, like we should all stick up. And Jevanni put positive message as well. So there was a lot of cool stuff. I was like, what the hell is going on here? And it was just a meltdown.
That's when I was like, wow, like Twitter, is that how Twitter is? Like, it's just like
I don't know what to say on Twitter. What do you actually say? Like, what? Please just read me some of your tweets, because I don't know
he's got more tweets than me.
Basically, the rule to Twitter, I just get annoyed at something.
Can you just read out some of your tweets to me? Because I just need to know what you actually say. Because when I did have it, I'd be typing like, just saw this. And I'm like,
random shit. The bus smells.
Just saw a bird. with my like. I just don't get it.
The last thing I said is she would be jokes at the pub. Got to respect the energy. Some old lady talking about ending lockdown. She said, "I'm gonna die anyway." So.
Sina, funny. What's her name? Something from Bristol.
Yorkshire, Barnsley. It hasn't got her name in the thing, but she's from Yorkshire.
Yeah, I've seen it. And she's like, well, it'll only be the young ones that have got to pay for this and I'll be dead soon. Yeah, she's jokes. She's so funny.
Yeah, like if you look, like literally, if you go on my Twitter, all I do is retweet like someone that's added me. The odd time, then obviously when I saw his tweet, I was just like, what did I say? I was like, hearing some of my fellow DJs are trying to, are feeling to give up. I know it ain't easy.
Can I just say, because I was wanting to say it when I came in, but I've just got this newfound love for J.I., you know, the Prince of NY, the rapper.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been banging his shit. Like, I think, like, I've always known who he is, but I've never really paid attention. And now I'm just like, he's Biggie's fan.
Yeah, he's
like,
dope.
I feel like he's like, him and Brent Fires have like been my like lockdown or just COVID champions. Like, and I was just gonna say like, what are you lot on? Because I need more to add.
More of it. What have I been listening to?
Do you know what? When I was on the flight, I was like, I need to download like a load of stuff. I'm an R&B guy, innit? But then for the first time, I actually took in a couple of. I took in Alicia Keys and John Legend, but I also took in what's her name, Tiana Taylor's project.
The new one. I haven't heard it yet. You see?
Like,
I don't even need to.
Don't tell me she
No,
dropped
no,
another one.
Huh?
She hasn't dropped another one. It's the same one.
It's the
isn't
same
it?
one.
Yeah.
See, he's looking how I know it already sounds.
No, you said it's hard. You already said it's
you
hard.
like it?
Because I've listened to it a few times, but the way they were talking is like it just drops it. I'm like,
No. This is
the same one. That project.
Yeah. Trust me, man. The one with the chat with Erykah Badu. Bruh.
She's got a track with Erykah Badu.
Yes. Oh my days.
Whoa,
like,
I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Into that one.
Nah, do you know what? I've never liked anything she put out. Like, I liked that one with King Combs, in Miami Beach. But that was more because I like the sample. What I tend to find is, even if the tune's dead, but I love the sample, I just tend to find the tune alright. Because I'm already familiar with it. I've just never found anything she's put out good.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't. I
was listening to it as I sat down and then I just shut my eyes and it just felt like heaven.
Do you like her voice though?
I don't dislike her voice.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Because for me, I think, I don't know. It's not soothing, innit? R&B, I'm like, okay, Summer Walker, okay, check. Alex Isley.
I like Harry Lennox as well.
check Harry Lennox.
Yeah.
Soothing. I don't get that from her. It would be like listening to me try and do it.
Yeah. What about you two? What have you been listening to?
You know what? I've been listening. I know it's an old project, but I've just had Gunners on repeat.
Is it?
Still,
Fair
to this
enough.
day. And then I put on some lo-fi.
Oh,
Listen to lo-fi while I'm
Relaxing.
Relaxing.
Sometimes it's nice to have something with no lyrics as
Yeah.
well, innit?
No,
you know, when you're
I
trying
love
to... Yeah, a bit of jazz or whatever.
I love it. I can't, because I get distracted. And then I listen to all this gang shit, Fujiano and all that.
Don't you think that American... This is actually a mad statement, but it's not even a statement, but just a... What's the word?
Observation.
Right, darling, this is why I love this, because you just finished the sentence there for me. Like, American rap and, like, American music and culture is just so much more toxic than ours.
Oh, 100%.
You know when you think
they're
about...
holding weapons like this, like
just-
they're toys and stuff.
And it's like they're just constantly beefing with each other, like...
It's very intense.
But there's a lot
It's
of like
intense.
UK stuff that's like that, but it's just not mainstream. Like
Yeah.
that you can go down a rabbit hole on YouTube and like
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
talking
People are-
like when you look at like your J.I., the Prince of M, when you look at your, you know, Offset and 21 Savage and
All of them that are popping, basically.
right, it's very like real though, like fuck, you really in this life, and it's
Like NBA
you're just
Youngboy.
beefing each other, and they're all all in these and they're
the
all
new
in
ones.
these relationships with women with like they've got bare kids and they're toxic and they're all like it's just like it's as if it's just like love and hip hop is just the whole
is.
thing.
it literally is.
Like
innit?
I don't even think we could have that here. People are too private.
But I heard about them wanting to bring love and hip hop here. Do you think we're ready? Like
No,
with all the
it's-
girls?
No one's.
But
He would be
you've
in- he would be in the cast.
I mean, you've got the only way is Essex. No
Yeah,
one
but
really knew
what
about
I
them
mean
until
is-
we brought the screens to them.
what I mean
and then
is that-
Chelsea and that.
The rappers here aren't living their relationships like that online, whereas like they do in America. Do you get me?
Yeah, they're not. But I mean,
but
they could make it. Do you know what I mean? They could make it
What
happen.
was you going to say
No, I
then?
was gonna say like certain
Certain
like,
of these
rappers.
influencer girls.
Like,
UK gossip. every day.
like, go on UK, like one of them pages like UK gossip, and like it's all.
Casting.
Yeah, but like, don't you have to have actually been in a relationship to be on Love and Hip Hop? Like, the closest thing we've got to a couple being on Love and Hip Hop is Sasha and Krept, and they are not the type for Love and Hip Hop because they're actually in a relationship.
No, but when you think
But then,
about
like,
it,
you
the
got,
girls that are in the couples that are in Love and Hip Hop
Yeah.
are the scatty ones. They're not really stars now, are they?
Right.
Do you know
So
what I mean?
who would we
it would
have
be,
then?
It would be
it'd
our
like,
influencers and
yeah,
that, like Lani and
yeah,
that.
all of them girls that are like trying to
Big
drag
Boy
T on Wayne and all of that.
Yeah,
What's her
all
name?
that. All-
The girl that's trying to drag T on at the
Lani,
moment.
Lani.
Yeah, it'd be like.
But
All
then
that
Tion
crowd.
wouldn't be in it because he'd be like, nah.
He wouldn't be in it, but the girls amongst themselves have got enough going on
What
to
about-
be decent. Do you know
What
what I mean?
about? Oh my god! What about? Sorry, I'm just like grabbing your neck. Blueface doing this thing online. Have you seen it?
What?
So you know Blueface?
Yeah.
Bust down Fossiana, yeah. He has now done. So you know, like we had like Flavor Flav when he did the show when all the like The Bachelor.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's doing one.
Yeah, but check. It's not actually an official thing. He's not actually got.
It's on IGTV.
No, it's on his YouTube, yeah. It's a blog, basically.
Yeah.
Listen, it's like, it's definitely... No, I'm laughing. It's not even funny. It's bad. It's definitely not been, like, monitored. Like, there's no paperwork. Like, it's
No
not
script,
legit.
nothing.
There's not... It's just not even been funded. He's just brought cameras and done this show,
Well, just got
right?
like girls to his house.
He's
basically.
put girls in his gaff.
Girls in his gaff.
Right? I swear down. Nah, but oh my god, you just need to go on his
gonna watch it.
Instagram and just see the clips. Bro, he's got girls literally battering each other, right? I don't know how it's
What, as in
legal.
fighting?
it.
As in
Yeah,
fighting
like
each other?
Bad Girls Club.
Listen, right.
Wow.
Battering the shit out of each other to the point, yeah, where he has to take one of the girls to the dentist because she's lost a tooth.
Wow.
That's
yeah?
too much.
Right? And she's in the car. She's like obviously drugged because in America they give you little bear drugs at the dentist,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
And she's like, she can't speak and whatever. And he's giving her a drink and he's laughing at her and he's like, it's okay. I know you lost your tooth, but it's okay. Don't worry. And I'm like, oh my God, how is this allowed?
Do you know what that reminds me of?
Like,
It reminds me of Teacher's Pet, Vibes Cartel. Like,
I don't know
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Oh
like,
my God, what
he
is
was-
this?
Teachers.
yeah, he was doing
watch
one,
it.
like, but then, like, halfway through the series, he got arrested.
stopped.
Like, he got arrested. And
got
then
arrested?
Yeah, like, he basically, he had, like, in Jamaica, like, a mansion. And then there was like about 10 to 20 girls that were all
This was
competing.
proper though, scripted
yeah,
though.
Yeah, scripted.
Right, so
competing
this was
to be Teacher's
actually a
Pet.
professional production,
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
like this guy.
No,
Yeah, but it's in
Watch
Jamaica,
Teacher's
so
Pet.
like, yeah,
Right.
trust me, like, yeah, like it was.
Go on.
Yeah,
has
like,
that.
you definitely watch it. Even though, like I said, he got arrested and it got cut off. But I feel like that would have been a
Oh,
series.
that
man.
was. But listen, I might rewatch that now. Shit.
How do I watch
it's
that?
It's banging. YouTube.
YouTube,
You must
probably.
find
I don't
it
know
on
if I
YouTube.
can just take the toxicness.
No,
like how do you
Teacher's
say the word
Pet.
toxicity?
Toxic.
It's such a hard word to say, toxicity.
Do you know what? On that topic, yeah, I was. Go to. Go on. It's probably
Would you
better.
ever fight over a man? And guys, how do you feel about it? Like, if a girl was to fight over you, like literally scrap, would you be like,
But
yeah,
what?
like that's.
But what I want to
what's the
know
reason?
is,
Yeah,
is
wow.
what
What is the reason?
how would I end up fighting over someone? Do you get me? Like,
Let's say if a girl came up to you with all the big and was like, "Yeah, I fucked your man." Yeah, how these scenarios always pan out?
no,
with these
I'm
girls?
past that now, babes. I'm doing the therapy. I'm doing all this
Yeah,
stuff.
there's just no way.
The minute I give you my energy and get angry at you, have then took my power. So, babes,
Exactly.
Yeah,
do your thing in it.
I'm out.
I don't give a fuck.
And I think, do you know what? It's same approach. Like if it was the other way around, like, and then the guy was like, "Yo, you know your babes, yeah, like." I banged last night. I'd be like, well, she belongs to the streets. She belongs to the streets, yo. Like,
It's just like,
yeah.
and you know, if it's like that thing of a man playing two girls off against each other and whatever, like, I just know better in it.
yeah.
I just know
I'm
better.
out.
And I think any man who enjoys that is just a narcissist. So that's what I think on that.
Nah, I would never.
The thing that I was. What about you?
No, I could no. There's no way I'm getting my hat. No.
Even things like, this sounds bad, but even things that I see like you know when AJ Tracey did that cooking thing with Pepperami where 3 girls had to cook him a dish and then he chooses one to have a date with or whatever, like, even things like that just make me cringe.
But that's probably just like for bants though, right? It's not like...
Yeah, but it's just... I just find it just embarrassing. I just couldn't do it.
You're not embarrassed.
Like, I just couldn't, you know, like obviously when the girl come round the corner, and I know a lot of girls fancy AJ in it, like they come round the corner and they're like, she's like gassed, it's AJ in it, like she's like buzzing. And I think like, oh, bless her, like I don't judge her at all, I just think the whole concept is cheesy and it just find it really awkward.
Fair enough. What I wanted to ask you, and like, I like before coming, I was like, oh, am I going to talk about this or not? Like,
oh my Lord, what are you
it's not even, it's just the whole Tory and Meghan thing.
Oh, fuck.
Like, because like,
Fuck-a-duck.
I just want to know what your thoughts are basically on it all, because...
Can someone tell me...
Who's got a charger?
Anyone? No, I haven't, you know. He keeps posting that he's going on live at this o'clock, that o'clock. I never seen what he had to say. Does anyone know what he said?
Well, like, he basically... I saw on like one of the blog pages like today or whatever, he said that like Meghan knows that what these accusations aren't true and he knows it's not true, and he was like that. What he doesn't like is that before people gave him a chance to tell his truth, people started like on the internet bashing him and, you know, trolling him and this, that and the other, when without hearing his side of the story and stuff. These are the words that he said basically.
Yeah.
And then he was like, and so like for him, like artists are making music all the time, and they're putting out negative projects and they're telling each other to kill each other. I'm gonna kill you, or your mum this, your mum that. But he was like, okay, boom, I thought I'm gonna put this into a project and tell my story, tell my truth, and because I'm telling my truth, now you're digging me. So he's like, you can't win. He's like that's what he's saying. He's basically, the way I see it at the moment is like Meghan's got her side of the story and she said what's happened. And now Tory's come out and said his side of the story.
Well, he hasn't, though, really.
Well, he kind of said that. Well, he said that he hasn't done
guilty
it.
that he didn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's guilty. He didn't do it. But have you heard this apparent bodyguard? Have you heard this? What?
No. What's the next one?
Right. So this thing. Yeah. Here we go. So his bodyguard, bouncer, whatever the fuck, has come out and said this sort of statement. This recording's come out basically of him. We don't know if it is him or not. Who knows? Like, the internet is a mad place. But in this recording, he's saying that Meghan got out of the car, Tory and this other girl were fighting over the gun because they were beefing, and apparently this shell's gone off and it's caught Meghan or whatever or something like that, but it was the girl who fired it, but not at her.
It was an accident.
It was an accident, and apparently it wasn't Tory whose finger was on the trigger. So if that's true, then all right, he is innocent. However, that whole situation just should have never happened anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
did he go to court? I saw he was in court.
I don't even know.
And then he got thrown out for a month. Not thrown out, but it's just...
Yeah, I'm not even sure. But like for me, it's like I get, because I know that there's a underlying narrative here in terms of like,
oh, it's warm,
you know,
it's lipstick.
Like I get there's an underlying narrative here, but I just think that, like, you know, there's two sides to a story.
There is.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, like let's like hear both sides of the story, and to be honest, ultimately, I want if it needs to go to court, let it go to court, and then let the judge and the evidence speak for itself, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a very hard thing to have an opinion on or whatever, because we just literally don't know. All I know is that should never even have been a situation that could have even got to that. But America is a whole nother planet.